Hi, it's Neil McGovern here. This is a video today about how to improve your sound and also your flexibility on saxophone. Now you notice I don't actually have my saxophone with me today because the exercise I want to show you is simply on the mouthpiece alone. Now what we can do is just take this one piece of the instrument, obviously set the reed up in the ligature. I want you to play the mouthpiece on its own and see what tone you get. Now I can check that on my piano here, and I find that it's a note 2 octaves above middle C. I'm speaking in concert pitch here. It's actually an altissimo A. So if you want to play an altissimo note, there you go, you can do that straight away. You may find that you're actually playing a little bit lower to start with. So a lot of people may be in the kind of B flat, maybe A sort of range when you first try this. But try and get it up to a high C. I found that certainly for classical playing, getting a good firm embouchure, if you're playing properly, C is about right, okay? But wherever you are, doesn't matter, try and play that note, and that's going to be your kind of bass note. But from there, you're going to go down, okay? Now what I want you to do is lower the pressure here with your lip, with your jaw, and just try and slide down as far as you can. So from the high note down. Okay, so you can hear that at the moment I'm getting roughly an octave or so. And you may find that you can't get anything like that to start with. A lot of people just, because they're trying to make a beautiful tone, that they can't make themselves kind of loosen up here. Let me tell you one thing to help you with that. What happens is, as you go lower, if you don't increase the air pressure, just the amount of air you're blowing, you'll find the note will just choke before you've actually scooped it down very far. So if you go, if you're just blowing the same amount of pressure as you were for a bass note, it's probably going to choke. So what you really have to do is this. As you go down and then up again. So that's how much I'm blowing. And now at the bottom, I'm blowing way more at the bottom to make that work. So another thing you can do, once you kind of can get a decent scoop, say you can get a third, fourth, fifth, maybe you can get that whole octave or more down. Some mouthpieces, I've got a Jody Jazz Superjet, and that thing is huge range on it. It will go up even higher than the C, I think, actually. You know, this is a standard Selma C-style mouthpiece. This is a sort of reasonable range to expect to get out of it, 1 octave. But what you can do, once you've tried doing a nice big scoop, sort of swooping sound down, try and actually pitch some notes. And this is harder, and again, you have to be willing to make some unpleasant sounds to try and get your good tone, to try and make your actual proper tone better. So that's very off-putting for some people, but let's try it anyway. So I'm going to play a scale on piano. I'm going to try and pitch the notes as I go down. Okay, so you can try that on your own. I haven't done this for a while, so perhaps they're not as stable as they could be. But this is a really useful exercise for just improving your sound overall, even though perhaps you don't like the sound of this, and your neighbours probably won't like it, and anyone you live with either. But it is a really good exercise to do. So, you know, you can go wild, and you'll find that you can almost kind of practice a super wide, crazy vibrato as well, like this. That kind of thing. And you'll find that actually you're able to do that on the saxophone as well if you're playing, like I say, an altissimo A or notes in the higher register. The higher up you go, the more flexible it is, which I think I mentioned on another video recently. So hopefully that's of use to you. Go and annoy your neighbours with that exercise, and it is really good for flexibility. Don't worry if all you can do at first is, if you can just do like a tiny little bend down, that's fine to start with. Just keep practicing it a little bit every day. Maybe not too much, but just a few minutes on that each day will hopefully really make a difference to your tone and your control, flexibility. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. If obviously these videos, I hope they're helpful to you, but there's nothing like having an actual teacher. If you're interested in lessons, please do get in touch with me, but also check out my other videos if they're of interest to you.